Don't ask me why we haven't paid the bill and then not let me explain.
I appreciate that. Obviously, we advertise payment in advance.
So it'd be great. It's not down to us to chase the council for a remittance.
Just having a look at our new quotation.
We've got to make this year count.
We've received a table from Laura James.
She replied then.
She didn't reply to me.
I changed the title as wet hire.
Yeah.
And I did change the times.
Oh, okay. You used 9 till.
No, I changed. It was different
Oh.
on the confirmation. So I did all the times.
That's that, isn't it?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Did all the times because I did 5 till 11. I put it in the notes because I had to look back through her emails to see what the times were. I definitely did it because you can see I've changed the title. Yo, hello. It's another week, but a great week this week. We've got loads of changes happening. We've been working on like our templates and getting all of our like systems and processes changed, ready for the summer. So I'm going to show you a bit of that because that's really exciting changes. And we've also got some staff training as well this week. Time just goes so quick. It's a real challenge for a business owner. But this week we are doing, especially that we've got some new sales staff as well, a big training session for the staff and to talk about sales and leads. So we'll show you a bit behind the scenes of that as well. So let's get cracking for a very productive and exciting week ahead. But last minute orders, generally once you do print them, Mark or Toby should just sign it off or check it. Normally we highlight certain stuff that we think may be important on that order. I know you're all capable of doing it, highlight it, but just let Mark, if Mark's not here, me see it, Lauren, because she does all the orders, just before you take it downstairs. Especially in the summer, when they are flat out, and again we tried to mitigate that. There was 3 of them last year with temps, there's now 5 of them this year with temps. They should have more time, but it can be in summer on a Thursday where we just keep taking down orders. It can be stressful for them. All right? And you've seen this. We have different management down there now. I would think it's going to be very different. For now.
Yeah.
The only other one is live chat, which again I assume Mike has a login.
He does.
We'll change Mike.
Yeah.
And Elijah and Jordan will share Mike's account.
Sure. Okay.
Happy with that?
If it lets them both log in at the same time, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we
If
get
not,
to
then
it.
it will be 3 of them on live chat because that's the licenses we pay for. So you can choose the 3 that you want on live chat.
Okay.
So events, cinemas, you, me or Alex will do.
Flashbands.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got to make this year count.
Can you remember what date it was that was in there that made you be pulled through onto the payroll?
I think it's because obviously I like process it as a draft, but then he left like here, which is why he was still on payroll. And these are just reconciliations, right?
Yeah, they're not reconciling directly to anything.
For that one, we're still waiting to find out who it is.
We were looking at the Flashband manual to see how we can complete it, how we can add more information to it to help our customers. Our colleague Mike had a good suggestion to add an FAQ at the back of the manual.
The problem is once I create a template in HTML, like on Pipeline, I can put in the HTML, untoggle, and it will show me how it will look. In Current it won't. If you do HTML, it will just show it in the editing screen as HTML.
Okay. Oh, what, for the guys as well?
No, only on the edit side of it, but it's literally like I've got to basically keep checking, it's annoying, but if we don't need to, then personally I wouldn't.
Sure. Just having a look at our new quotation.
Do you have your phone, do you have your email on your phone?
Yeah, we're almost there.
Can you grab your phone? It's only one a month, so.
Yeah. There's no heat when you have
Pipeline says 125, but the quote says 185.
She's in Scotland.
cooks it.
Yeah, I took it completely off again. You're not supposed to strain the
Fine,
noodles.
because I couldn't see anything else in the quote.
Oh, right.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay, fine, just so
It's not. It's
I
not
wasn't sure
broken.
if it was the automated system.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. No, I cooked it once. I've
just called AP in here because I have some very exciting news. What do you think the news is?
I'm gonna go with a foreign country that makes pretty much 90% of the world's goods.
It's very true. We have finally done it. We should be in China this week, technically, but I couldn't get the flights because I wanted to use some points to get us over there to make it as cheap as possible because we're going to have some costs when we have internal flights. But I've done it. I have booked China. We are going at the end of May, so in around 5 weeks' time. AP is coming with me because we want to film everything. We want to take you to the factories. We're going to see quite a few factories for different products. We want to innovate some of our products. So we are going to take you along for the journey in 5 weeks' time. We're going to document everything, put it on the YouTube channel as a standalone video, our whole trip to China. So I'm really excited to bring you that. But finally, Lauren's been working on it, I've been working on it. We finally found some dates. We're there for Pro Light and Sound, which was one of our first videos on this channel when we went to Frankfurt to Pro Light and Sound. But this is the China one, much bigger. We'll spend a day there, and then we've got a few days doing factory visits. We're there over a weekend, and it's actually Dragon Boat Festival when we're there, so that's going to be a real spectacle. Then we've got a day's rest, and we might, I told Alex before that if we have time, we might get a bullet train back to Hong Kong, go to Disney for the day, because I've heard it's quite good, and then get a bullet train back into China. And then we've got some more factory visits near Shanghai, and then we'll fly home. So we're going to bring you all of that on the channel, and I'm super excited to take you along with us.
So it will pull in the tags, but it will let me put the same tag twice. So I've told him you can't. We need a rule that it won't allow you to do the same one twice. And then obviously for every 4 tags, it will think it's one box when it comes to the shipment. That puts it in there, and if I went to his order, they'd show. That's all great, but we actually need, and he's not quite sure how to do it, but with the scan tags, that actually needs to be adding them to the order, because we don't want every order for us to put in before. This order needs 8 tags, this needs 12, because you don't know how many it needs until you start boxing it. But again, Current's API is not that good that it needs you to add a product first before allocating it. We're going to try and get in another visit back to that commercial property this week because it didn't sell at the asking price. We might be able to get it a bit lower. However, there's still a lot of work that has to be done, and I really don't know whether I want that sort of stress and project is really capital intensive. But other than that, today we've got some new kit arriving, which will get the warehouse guys to start. And we've got 2 new starters. We hired 4 people last week, or over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, 2 new guys in the office. We got 1 more starting in the warehouse today, and then another one next week, all in preparation for the summer. So lots to do today. I've just got to play a bit of catch up. I've got a long list of stuff that I really want to get done this week, so just having a pen on paper list will help me cross every single one of them out and get that done today. So that is my plan for today.
Not many tech calls. Thank you for taking care of those.
That's okay.
I saw the majority of them were just from one customer, the bake counts.
Yeah, the last call I had, they basically wanted to have the tablet and they had their own microphone come out of both the transmitter and their own speakers.
Okay.
I was like, have you got a mixer? Yeah, we've got our own mixer. I was like, I can't really comment on your own equipment, but you should be able to do it. This is what you need. And then that was it. Anyway.
Seems a bit late to be asking us things like that. Silly.
But other than that, all good.
Good.
Jordan okay?
Yeah, Jordan's okay. Just sitting with Mike and just going to mirror and I've given out inquiries, so I should get a start on them shortly. And then I'll probably get the guys downstairs to pack them in order, so you can start going through an order, learn how to put it all together. So you've got to keep revising, really.
Yeah, we'll get to bring them.
bring up one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got at least wait a day.
They've put all the karaoke machines by the stairs.
Yeah. A lot of
So it's not going to work. There's 20 of them there, and you've got 30 to join the party, and they're just going to get in the way. And then they've put the 12-foot cinema screens under this main rack down here where the speakers were. But I was like, but then it's all split up. So you want everything together. So my personal opinion is that's a great spot for the dry hire screens. And then like the 3-channel transmitters, the old ones, they've got some on the shelf. And then there's an overflow in 2 bottle bins, which is going to go near the event equipment. I was like, we're just splitting everything up. I think all the old TX, where they were, where the TX8s were up the top, speakers should go at the bottom, lighting packages should fill that whole left side because you've got enough of them. Not sure I agree with splitting up all the cinema stuff.
I think maybe we'll wait a little bit, have a little chat with Tim.
Condensed all the empty boxes down. But I was like, that's fine for now, but in a month's time you're going to need all that space for all your empty boxes. You've got 30 new ones coming today, plus all the ones up here that have got to come down. So that will all be chocker.
They may be considering now rather than summer.
And they're basically saying that they've made payment through the council as of the 14th of March when the invoice was raised, and they based that off 30 days. So they're saying that they're not able to provide remittance. I'm going to have to go through the council to get proof of payment, or we've just got to wait until we receive payment. I spoke to someone Friday who said that it's meant to be going out today. Yeah.
We need a remittance.
Yeah.
I would ask Mark, but I know he's going to agree. Just because then there's no council to turn around and reject it. Remittance is like one thing. I mean, when was it booked in?
Like the 14th of March.
Oh, it was booked in on that date. But they've had a month really to do it. But we are going to need a remittance.
Yeah.
To show that.
But I feel like Mark would probably say, that it's not down to us to chase the council for a remittance. I don't know whether it's worth you speaking to him, Mark, because she's just rebuttaling everything I'm saying.
Distrust.
And I'm just like, I can't tell you any more than I already have. Like, you need to send remittance.
Through to me. I appreciate that. Obviously, we advertise our services requiring payment in advance, and we don't have any accounts set up for yourselves. I appreciate that it's on a 30-day term. Is there any kind of document you can provide to us to advise when we should expect to receive the payment? Do you know when we should expect to receive the payment? Have you got any documentation that would back that up? I appreciate where you're coming from here, but just looking at your previous order, it was paid for in advance. Like I said, our services advertised as requiring payment in advance. Naturally, as a hire company, we do have to follow quite strict procedures with this, given we're hiring new equipment of value of 10 times more than what we've charged to you. I mean, we deal with hundreds and hundreds of schools all year round. We have loads of schools hiring us for their exams as well. It's not really an issue. None of them, no. We've received a table from Laura James that was intended for delivery to Laura James, but for some reason it's been delivered to us. And the karaoke machine that we were supposed to have collected from the same customer hasn't been delivered to us. So it's clear what's happened. Someone at DHL has mixed the 2 packages up. Our karaoke has probably gone off to Laura James and we've got their table.
I've been pushing for a while to do as many sort of in-person as possible. So if it's sort of London, if we're going up to Milton Keynes, I prefer, I've done a lot of podcasts now and I'm trying to do as many as I can remote.
Months and estimating it by 24, she was like, no. I get an actual read. She was like, no, still you got to pay that bill. And I was like, but for months, we've had this discussion. She was like, yeah, but actually if you look, you're paying roughly the same amount. It's not double, you're paying, like we've estimated correctly. And she was like, this is not changing, so can you just pay the bill? But yeah, so rude. She was like, if you actually let me speak, and I'm like, but don't ask me why we haven't paid the bill, and then not let me explain. And I was just, yeah, really stressful. But so they've only billed us up. So it's 900. You've got this one here, which is from 2024. I think it's 955.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming that then that's the balance carried forward. So that's the entire balance is 1,300.
But they're not backdating our usage from the estimate reads.
No, she was like,
Can you just call again and see
yeah.
if someone else has the same? Because you've done that where you've called once.
Yeah.
And then you call again and someone else is completely.
Yeah, it just I was like, it's just the whole point. Yeah.
So it's an exciting one today. I'm on my own, firstly, and I've just arrived at the O2 in London, a really amazing venue for a site visit, a really cool venue within. So we're excited to bring you news of that. But yeah, let's go in. O2 London. I'm here in the evening because I had some stuff during the day, so I've managed to get a site visit in a very cool venue within the O2. So we'll take you in. I'm not sure how much of the meeting I can show you, but look at that. We're at the O2. How exciting.
Hi guys, AP here. Just about to leave. Toby's at the O2 filming an event for that. Unfortunately, I have all the filming gear, so you probably won't see much of his one. But we're not going to let you go without. I'm on my way to Drumsheds. We've got a booking for a concert for Declan McKenna with our Flashbands. So it's a nice little collaborative video that we're about to put together. I'm about to drive there now. I'll show you a quick behind the scenes and then I'll show you the finished video, which is going to be a fast turnaround because they have paid extra for a fast turnaround for the promotional video. So yeah, we'll see you in a bit.